Ranking Foods, Crush Classic Attacks! I know that somebody's ears have got to be bleeding after I do that. Anyway, welcome to another entry into the video blog. This time I take on a Town Hall 10. Look at that, but not really. I don't know if this guy is trying to be a 10.5. I didn't count the number of cannons and archer towers and whatnot, but he's not a 10, not even close. No Inferno towers, and he's got Town Hall 7 level walls. So this guy's going to have real trouble with Valkyries because they like to cut through easy walls like a hot knife through butter, and they'll leave you looking like Swiss cheese. So I figured, let's do that. Anyway, so take a look at this base. Easy queen walk. He's got his Expos at up position, so air is, I don't like air anyway, but I wouldn't use air on this. And his Expos are sufficiently in the core that they're not going to give a queen much trouble if she queen walks. And also his air Ds are kind of back, so there's a small shot outside of the walls where healers can get hit by the air D. But if you walk in this direction, the queen will actually walk into this corner and pop out that air D before it can become a real nuisance. So here was my plan. Oh, he's also got a relatively easy lure. So I was going to drop my queen right here with a baby dragon here to start the funnel and get the queen walking in this direction. If she walks in the other direction, which it turns out she did, it's not the absolute end of the world. It just means that she's going to be in a less ideal position to take out these air D, and my kill squad's going to have less of a direct path to come into the core here where the heroes are and the Expos. So my plan was drop the queen here, and she will take out this thing, and she'll drop a baby dragon here to start the funnel, and she'll wipe out these guys right here, and then she'll start walking in this direction, and she should go down and pop that archer, that air D, and then she'll keep walking in this direction, and life should be pretty easy because she's only going to have, you know, one, at most two when I first drop her. Point defenses on her at once. And by the time she takes this cannon out, I'm actually going to drop a hog to lure the clan castle, which turns out I didn't need to do. The baby dragon did that for me anyway, based off the path that he took. And I don't know what's in there, but these guys are doing dragons with some form of something else, like a baby dragon or balloons, but a flying high hit point thing. So easy pickings for two poison spells and the queen. Once the queen walks around in this direction, I'm going to drop a Pekka right here and drop it just enough on this side that he'll start walking in this direction. And as soon as the Pekka starts taking damage, I'm going to drop two healers. Because if you drop healers, even if they're right on the Pekka and he's at full health, there's a chance they're going to go around everything and find a unit that doesn't have any damage taken to it. They're goofy like that. They do that. I think it's only if they're too close together, so if you do it early enough, maybe it's not a problem, but I've had that bite me in the butt. Then this guy is outside of range of this cannon here, and so once this archer tower is tanking, I'm going to drop two wizards here, and they'll start moving in that direction. And then the Pekkas are going to move in this direction. The queen will be moving in this direction. Eventually I'll drop the Valkyries here, and they'll meet with the Pekka in the middle, go through here. Queen's going to be in this compartment, so drop a rage spell. They'll rage through all this, and then bowlers behind them. They'll move in the core. They'll gut the thing. And look at all these wonderful things that the queen and the bowlers can take out if they get into the core. And so this should be gone. All this should be gone. And you should just have a small sliver of buildings left, and I'm bringing 9 hogs, -1 for the lure, to get it done. So, let's see where it all fell apart and how I recovered. So first comes the baby dragon. Next comes the queen. Queen! 1, 2, 3, 4 healers behind her. Got 2 more in the bank. She's going. She's popping that gold storage. She's popping that cannon. And I send it the hog just after the baby dragon gets the lure. But that's okay. Now, I specifically wanted to wait for the lure until that cannon was gone so she'd have one less point defense on her. And her health got so low that I popped her ability. I think I might have survived, but I don't, you don't want to mess around with the queen walk. If you think it's going to be bad, bad. Now, here's where things go funky. She pops out this building, and now the next building closest to her in her little queen's mind is this air D. Not this guy. And it's because she can walk around the corner and reach the air D. and it's slightly closer based off number of square tiles. She can't reach this one, so she's going to ignore it. She's going to turn around and go for this air D. And this little jetty of a wall sticking out here gave me a false sense of security, and that's not the first time this has happened, that she's going to walk in this direction. So she doesn't care about walking around here. She's going for this just because it's the next closest thing. Remember that in your queen walk pathing. So that's bad because she's going to start taking the healer's going to start taking a few hits off that air D. But thankfully she pops it off quickly enough. And it's going to happen again when she gets down here. Had she walked in the other direction, she probably could have taken out the air D before that was an issue. So now my funneling plan is all messed up for my Pekka. So I think I decided to drop a Pekka here and 2 wizards here. And hope get the Pekka to walk in this direction. But that doesn't work because this is so low hit points that he's going to knock it out in one shot. My wizards are not going to have time to take out that higher hit point building. So now these guys are walking in the wrong direction. And my next point of entry... so just thinking on the fly here, my next point of entry had to be here. Because I can take this thing out. And then these buildings will be farther away than what's in here. So I have to wait for this cannon to start firing on my Pekka, then quickly drop the last 2 wizards I have, the contingency wizards. Because I already tried to drop the wizards here, so I'm down 2. So I've got 2 in contingency that would be used for cleanup otherwise. Drop them here, knock this guy out, and hopefully the Pekka will redirect into this building. If he does, Valks and then bowlers. If he doesn't, I guess just cry. So down come the wizards. As soon as that cannon directs on that guy, you can see he was getting beat up over here. Thankfully, the Pekkas redirect. Drop the Valks. I go ahead and drop a rage spell with the healers in it because that Pekka was starting to get low at health, and I want to get him healed up as he runs into the core like the psychopath that he is. She is, I guess. So, raged healers. A little late on the bowlers, but that's okay. They go in. And this is what's great. I forgot how much I missed Valkyries and bowlers together. This is just like a carnage festival. Valks, wipe out the skeletons instantly. Bowlers go around, clean up the ring. Raged Valks, raged bowlers. They don't even have the healer. Who cares? Who cares? One healer says, well, heck with the queen. I'm going to go in this direction. And look at how much this base has just been gutted. Only a smattering of defense is left. They could do it. This kill squad could just take the whole rest of the thing out. But I said, well, I brought hogs. Let's send them in. There they go. They'll take out this guy. They'll take out these buildings, I guess. Why not? Whatever. Okay. Yeah, fine. And I got a heal spell left. And this Town Hall 10, wink wink, is wrecked. Yeah, so the moral of the story, try to make your base as hard for a queen walk, or this is going to happen. And please upgrade your walls, or Valks will just tear them up, and you'll be having sad crying times all the time. Alright, that's it for this one. We'll hop on the next one.